Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
They're running it. Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. We'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Point it right.
Check 24, watch 24.
I got it.
From the gun, Mayfield. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive.
Check. Alert flare.
Regular. Up. Done.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. That's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Good track. Hey, watch this.
Hey, alert. Hey, alert 33.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the slant. Check.
My touch.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's going to burn his way forward to the 48. Get a 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Slam. Check three.
First carry out for Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Hey, exit.
Check.
Point it right. Real. What?
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Forced out to his right, and will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready? You draw quarter.
You gotta get the ball.
There.
first carry for Derrick Henry. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
60 Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Check. Check 99. Check 99. Jim.
Let's go.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Set, ready, 30 base. 6-6, pull it high. Check it.
Third down, Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Here we go.
Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Let's go
A
now.
solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10.
Big trip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Let's go.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
Look at me. Go ahead.
Now again, right side. It's Grant. 11 yards there, first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check 4.
Topper. 2.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
Alpha.
So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike's 47. Oh, yeah, 47, Mike, 47. Guys, stay.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
Got it.
That one a first down
Big
pickup
God,
of 8.
152 fighter.
Slam.
Now a play fake. It's Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Five.
Right from the game with Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
10-2 soft. Keep it up. Protein spill.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Hey, let go.
Check flag 47. Check flag 47. I'm coming.
Now.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but it does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second and 9, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds a man with a crossing route. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D.
22 jet bomber.
No.
On 1st down, they'll run the Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Real.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going to be the run.
Play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
It's Grant, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. I'm going to take it to the basketball world. And we're having trouble scoring and moving the ball in basketball. What do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
36.
They run. Check. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Last stop.
We caught a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
20.
Check 55, Mike. You. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it backer. Whip.
Watch out. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it.
Chop.
Rats.
Rip right.
Go get it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derek Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know you
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Yeah, baby.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today. On 2nd down now. First down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on,
a 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's Grant. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Here we go. go. 6-6, pull it high. 90 Wolf. And up.
Now again, right side. Grant. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there.
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's what I do.
Topper! Yep.
What's the motion?
Spike.
They'll try the air to They'll set up the string here. This is Grant. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready, break.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Hey, Charlie.
Crunch. Hatch it. Under 10. 10.
Protein spill. Gone.
Kill.
Snap.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the Red. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been if he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
This is what I enjoy talking about, one of my favorite subjects. Tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check nickel.
Go. Go.
Mike 51.
Hey, Foxtrot.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come.
Derrick Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Quickstone, travel.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. What? Kill.
Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
On second down. It's great.
Go. It's run.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Pardon me, you know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Go.
Mike's 47. Silver.
Deep grip.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Well, he got coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Alert!
On second and 11 now. Mayfield will try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Protect. 180.
You must be.
Pistol.
Kill.
General West. Point it right. Watch.
Got an open man. It's Radley. The try. Touchdown. Damian Radley. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in big star country. How many speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hard.
Let's go. Bang.
61. Matchbox white.
He's got it.
Shoot.
From the 27, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Garrett. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Rock it.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Hey, Orbit. Go.
Check Mike 47. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get it.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Let's get off the field. Check 26.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
I got you.
Put up.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is fielded at the 27.
We played to win. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Run. X3, 218, chopper.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. Rush in.
Hey, alert 33. Run. 2 draw Corkers.
And again, it's Chubb. And run. And they can't bring him down. They wound up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
We got double up.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
The intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Added in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for the next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful.
You better go pause next time, son.
They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. Derrick Henry all alone. 30, 10, 5. yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or what?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments looking better in the second half. But sometimes to the analyze, is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan?
I think the latter, and I love how you brought that up, because we always want to credit, oh, they adjusted here and they made this change there. Sometimes it's just executing what they worked on in practice all week much better. In this case, I think it's a combination. They found a different part of their playbook, and it's working really well for them.
Working extremely well at this point. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team, because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
You better come hard next time, son.
And he'll run it right through it. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
Pull it high.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Regular.
Check 43.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
King.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Mayfield looks to throw. This is the tight end, the junkie. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
And here we go again.
Hurry. Regular.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Slam, slam, slam. Check three, check three, check three.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
55, right there in the middle, 55.
Done.
Mayfield to throw for him in 4. He finds Beckham for play. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Run, run, run.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Protein spill.
Twist, watch twist, watch twist.
One touch.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, they'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Chubb, his 6th touchdown.
Well, Brandon, that was another explosive run and one for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the
Difference maker, lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground, all the way to the house. Now the defense expecting a run.
Something in the air, deep ball. Them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ready,
so
ready.
Following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. This is Grant. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Hey, high 7.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing, stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ready? Get it.
second down. Past the 20. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. This is Henry.
Something else, baby.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
61, matchbox, lights, bravo.
Set.
Gone.
He's checking crack.
Second and goal. Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
On the ready.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game.
Check back 47. You don't know no better.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Come on.
Hey.
Mike's 47.
Dude.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. As we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Pick it up.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47.
Hey, tight.
Yes.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
And with it, we are tied here in the fourth.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All game.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the scores. The kicks away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
55's Mike.
Alert.
6-man.
To the 45-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns. 18. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
No.
Pistol.
Shit.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
180!
Switch.
Real.
Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Set. 180. Kings. Pilot, 64. Weak.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Well, he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught. Tackled. A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check 9. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Check the backer.
Opposite.
Whip. Watch the whip. Joker.
My God.
Again, and for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where that came from.
So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This will be from 53 for the win. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, we're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying once more goes and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something about it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And a busy night for Henry continues. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Exit.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Hey, Alpha.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Time to go, night.
47 to Mike, 47.
Yep.
You better be afraid of me.
Yo, cheetah.
Hey, check, Mike, 47.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Olivier Vernon. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
What's that? 180.
55. Hey, eat.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Switch.
Point it right.
Check.
Hurry.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hurry. I got
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Mike.
180.
Mike 5-4.
You just won.
Run.
Shoot. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, 54. Mike.
Hurry.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Hey, alert 33.
Begin.
Watch out.
They run it again with Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
54.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Here it comes.
Alert.
No.
I got
They'll run for it. Chubb going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2.
Let's go.
Nick Chubb stops short, and as a result, possession switches hands.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Set is the Mike.
Hard. Go.
First down carry for Henry. And here's Hunt. He lost the ball. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much.
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can. But maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20-20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
On the double.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Leo!
Fumble last time. Ball security all the time. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They will run with Green. And this is picked up by the ground. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over in back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game plan, and only if they manage to win the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for the next drive. 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Ready. 10-2 stop. 2.
Again, it's Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury.
On first down, it's Grant. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
47. Check line 47.
Hey, echo. 80 weapon.
The mic. 47 is the mic. Go! Let's go!
Throwing on 2nd and 3. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Five.
To throw, Tannehill. They lead him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game,